It's the 2022 CIAC Class L first round here from Darien High School. This afternoon, the 11th-seeded Darien Blue Wave host the 22-seeded Conard Red Wolves on the DAF Media Network. Hi, everybody. Joined alongside Tim Blake. I'm Braden Shank. Tim, these teams met in the regular season in the CIAC CCC Showdown at Farmington. It was a great match. The teams tied 1-1, but both teams are going to look for the win here today and advance to Wednesday's second round matchup. What do you think we're going to see here on this Tuesday afternoon or Monday afternoon?
Well, I talked to both coaches, and they're both playing the same, starting same lineups. So these players know each other. Pretty good size on Conard. They're going to play with their goalie, who's a sophomore, then a 4-3-3 setup. Darien, obviously, we've all seen as a goalie 4-4-2. The 2-2 draw was a real tough match. Both these clubs play in a tough division, FCX and up in the West Hartford area. We're going to see West Hartford or Conard does not score very much, but they don't give up very much. So it's going to be a tight ball game. We have two excellent referees, very experienced. They will not put up with any shenanigans, and I know the crowd isn't very big now, but the school's just getting out, so it will be coming up. It's going to be a good one. This is not going to be, a walk away for either team.
Of course, the state regulations, no lights, means you got to start at 2 o'clock, and that's what the Red Wolves and Blue Wave will do here, as it will be Conard to get the first possession with Jason Brown.
If it does come into a tie at the end of it, it's two full 10-minute periods, then followed by PKs. Let's just hope we don't come to that.
We are underway. Conard will start with the ball there in their road white jerseys this afternoon with the red numbering, moving from left to right on your screen. Darien in their home blue and black jerseys, moving from right to left in the white numbering. Trevor Pegg quickly booting that one out of play, and we are underway at the Darien High School Oval. Of course, the winner of this has a date with most likely South Windsor on Wednesday. Throw into the box. Coming out, the ball is loose, and that one is in. Goal, Darien. Trey DeSanctis finishing. And just like that, Darien goes up 1-0. Only 30 seconds in, but DeSanctis does not miss a beat. And Darien's rolling.
That one's all on the goalie. The goalie's supposed to be calling that ball, calling the defender off. And there was no communication there that I could see. And he's having a hard time with the sun, too. That's a tough one. Darien's goalie is in the shadow. He'll have to deal with the...
And that's the goalie, Elijah Clymer, the junior for Conard. Not able to make his first stop, and just like that, DeSanctis puts Darien on the board. Bronca comes out.
Nice technique by the Conard striker.
Now Bronca will punt the ball away. Darien now playing with a lead. Conard not... Didn't think they were going to come all this way down to Darien, find themselves down, but that's what they are. Short pass over the middle, finds its way to Brown. Give and go is looking to get it to Capone, but Bronca is there to watch it out. And Tim, how important is that first goal in a playoff match like this?
It's very disheartening for Conard, I can guarantee you that. But, they realize they still have another 79.5 minutes to, rectify that mistake. So
this is a Conard team that has been riding their goalkeeper Ben Hammond all season. Clymer getting the start today, not able to make that first save, and Darien already picking up on it. Ball just outside the box, dribbling with it.
That'll probably be a corner. Yes.
Schmgauer on that one, loses it. And just like that, Conard will set up on their first corner kick of the afternoon. It will be Anthony Catanzaro, the UMass soccer commit, wearing number 11 for the Red Wolves. He'll be in the corner. Still in the early goings, but this is a golden opportunity for Conard to try to get that equalizer. Catanzaro puts this one into the scrum. It's up.
There's some serious pushing going on there. Didn't get called.
Ball deflected away, and Conard will try it again with Catanzaro. And you can see the sun is glaring out there. Everybody's trying to avoid it. The 2 o'clock start. As Catanzaro gets back in the corner.
Yeah, call him out on that.
Free's going to come over.
Yeah, he's going to try and rectify that pushing problem.
Here's Catanzaro. Sends this one into the circle. It's up. Knocked away by Bronca. And the corner coming to the other side this time. Just like that, Conard will get their third corner kick attempt here in the past couple minutes. Or second, rather. Catanzaro, and this time on the near corner. Conard knocking on the doorstep. Can they convert on it? Sends this one into the box. Off the head, going, and knocked away by Comey. Eventually cleared out by Darien's Jack Petty.
Good clearing. They pulled their defenders out.
Big stop by Peg on it. This one will go to Gildner. Kennedy playing the pressure. James Kennedy. Can't get that one. It falls out to the midfield. Past Comey. Peg puts the head on it. Moyer's going to touch it. Moyer's maneuvering his way past some defenders. Kennedy now.
Oh, nice through ball there. Good sight.
Petty looking for DeSanctis. And Trey can't get there. Clymer comes out to make the stop. But Tim, this is a much different Darien team than the last time at least me and you both saw them a couple weeks ago before the FCIAC playoff. This team has so much control of the ball now, and it's really remarkable how much progress they've made throughout this season.
Well, one of their best strengths is their tenacity, going after, just not giving the other team any chance to breathe or to set up.
And what really makes this team special compared to past Darien boys soccer teams is the determination that this squad has. They came into that FCIAC tournament as the 3 seed. They took down Norwalk in the semis, took on a tough Trumbull team, fell 4-1, but still a good effort. And a Darien team that takes the next day, goes right back to work, and now has their sights set on a state championship, looking to take home the first in program history. And it all starts here today against Conard. Red Wolves moving around. That's Mack. Now on the far side. Wind starting to pick up here. Intercepted by Petty. Scrum there, and then the good hit by Whitaker. Collision in the midfield. DeSanctis looking to keep the progress going. And Capone will knock it out of play. Ball awarded to the Wave.
Yeah, the wind it's not howling. It's more going to be the problem of the setting of the sun as far as the players and the referees being able to see.
DeSanctis into the box with a missed head on it. Collision on it, and eventually Conard will clear it to the midfields. Parwall is going to track it down, head it to Comey. Red Wolves putting the pressure on. And just like that, Darien regaining the possession. Brown hustling, he can't get there. And a big kick by Comey.
I would say that's a clear.
Probably a little more than a clear.
Yeah.
Policelli gonna get it out to Drudy. Petty looking to get it to DeSanctis in the box. Clymer comes out, catches it.
Plenty of communication from the goalie that time.
Elijah Clymer making that stop there, and Conard had that rare error, but to take you back to the regular season meeting these teams played, it was the Red Wolves that scored early on, and Darien fought through, scored in the last 10 minutes or so, tying Conard. So, as you mentioned, Tim, it's a long game. We're just getting started here at the Darien High School Oval.
Oh, yeah, they're kind of testing each other out. I mean, they have the experience against each other, but the strikers or the defenders match up well with Conard's strikers.
Tommy Bronca corrals it as Brown comes over to apply the pressure. Big punt by Bronca into the midfields. Takes the bounce. DeSanctis goes up. Now here's Roderick getting his first touch. Whitaker looking to keep Darien in transition.
Nicely done by Whitaker there, settling it down.
And I'm going to say that one's just a bit out. Big throw in from the Red Wolves is that one off of Brown, trying to get the short pass to Schrimgover. Comey's going to grab possession of it. Oh, in the All-FCIAC East Players season ago, that time getting it to the midfield. Roderick. Talk about a player to watch in this one, Ryan Roderick. He was named the team MVP of the first meeting between Darien and Conard this regular season. Didn't score, but had a great game on the defensive end for Darien. Looking to continue that here. Good tackle there, and that one will be grabbed by Drudy.
Yeah, both teams clearly have the technique down for the slide tackle, letting the other player know, nothing illegal, but letting each other know he's offsides.
Kennedy, that's coming back. And of course, the big difference between this match and the past two for Darien, only the two officials working this match. Actually, really the last three matches they've played, all the FCIAC contests, getting the three officials, so Darien might be able to slide with some of those calls.
Well, I'm not going to worry about the officiating between these two guys. I've worked with them for years.
Throw in there. That one's going to be knocked away. Possession staying with the Wave. Moyers, he'll lose it out. Here's Petty trying to keep the pressure on. Whitaker. That one punts it in the air by Capone. Pushing on it, and eventually Mack will come away with it. Past Kennedy. Moyers can't get there. No handball called. Kennedy stays with it. Left foot tries to get it in the box. Comes right back to Whitaker. Over to Clymer.
It's a nice idea by Whitaker.
Bobby Whitaker was looking to repeat the heroics he had in the FCIAC tournament. That time just wide of the nets. An FCIAC tournament that Whitaker scored 2 goals to propel Darien to the FCIAC championship. Had one late against the Norwalk Bears as that one overshoots the intended receiver of Brown, and Branca comes out to grab it. Tommy Branca.
Tommy's having a little problem with this, getting his free kicks.
Warriors now to Kennedy. Kennedy looking to get it to Petty. And that one's deflected away by Sosa. Whistle is called as the referee signals over to the Darien bench. And the C of the Darien bench, at best, the 26 seniors on this Darien team, and that really just gives you a feel for how big this Darien squad is this year. 38 guys on the roster.
By the way, the 2-man system is the minimum for the state tournament. The ADs can request 3, but especially for the first round and the 2 o'clock starts, it's tough to find enough qualified referees for the state tournament.
That's something I've always wondered with these CIAC games, that the state requires them to be played at 2 o'clock if a field doesn't have lights, but does it really get dark around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock that you need to play these games so early?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I would be wrong on that. Maybe that's why I stick to announcing these games, not predicting the weather.
No, it'll be pretty dark by 4:30. So if they play the 2 normal 40s, we should be basically out of here by 20 of 4, 10 of 4. So then it starts to get pretty dark. You'll see it tonight. I think dusk is around 4:35, something like that, or sunset.
And a tournament that sees 32 teams competing for a state title, 16 of the first round matchups playing today, a couple being played at night, most of them being in the 2 o'clock window, including the South Windsor-Harding match, which should have just started at South Windsor. The winner will meet the winner of this match at the higher-ranked venue at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. So for Darien, if they play Harding, they potentially would host that match, but if South Windsor Bobcats win, then they would be heading to South Windsor on Wednesday afternoon.
Ref's talking to one of the Conard players, I guess. See what kind of a throw-in they have here.
Throwing that one deflected away. Staying with the Red Wolves. Short pass to Sarwar. And Petty missing on that one. Little spin move from Jack. Now short pass finds its way to Capone, retreating it back. That's Carney.
No offsides.
In the box, grabbed by Sosa. Parwall's there to knock it away. Corner kick awarded.
Number 3, let's see what they do with the marking the goalie.
So once again, Anthony Catanzaro trotting over. He had the lone goal against the Wave in the regular season for the Red Wolves. Senior captain for this Conard team.
Darien's marking man for man. Looks like the old jailbreak from the 18 towards the goal. Here they go.
Catanzaro sends this one up and punched away by Bronca.
Good technique there from Bronca.
Tommy Bronca going up, showing the dominance on that one as Roberts will try to get the touch. Knocked up in the air and still going with it is Moyers.
Settle it down. No.
That alarm signaling 2:20. Darien High School officially out. And I got a feeling this oval field is going to start filling up with fans.
Yeah, I can see them coming out of the door now. Good. Although I will say this, Conard's got a large group of parents here at the game, which is nice.
And I will say that is one thing I do remember from last year's first-round matchup when Darien took on New Britain. Not the biggest crowd from the New Britain side, yet alone they were the 27th seed, I want to say. But still, it was not the best atmosphere, and Darien ended up winning that match. I want to say 5-0.
It was 5-0, but they had scored 5 in the first and 4 very quickly, and then just got in all. And he got all the players in.
Good pass to Policelli.
I don't see that happening today, but that
Sosa, that one deflected up into the air.
Darien coach known for doing that, trying to get everybody some playing time.
Whitaker, he'll lose it. Pressure being kept on, headed up by Roderick.
The fullbacks have some nice strength vision back there for the Conard team.
Catanzaro tries to make the move. Parwall will get in front of it.
Well done. Nicely done.
Ooh, that one right off of Whitaker. He keeps it with the Wave, and Conard's there to boot it down to Roderick. Into the open space with it. This one sent it in the box, knocked away. Throw-in. On the ground with it. Comey, this is Petty that comes away with it. He'll be tripped up. Foul called against the Red Wolves. This one booted all the way down to Kennedy. He trips on the ball. Petty now. And he'll watch that one out. Boxes out to keep the ball with the Wave. Jeff Nudwadi will check in for Darien in the place of number 9, Trevor Pegg. So 3 for 9 for Darien.
No, he's doing the throw-in.
Oh, so Nudwadi checks in. Not sure who he checked in for. But Pegg remains out there for Darien. Actually, it was Roderick that checks out, number 18. Got to give thanks to our producer, Davis Depp, on that one. One of our many student volunteers out here at DAF Media helping us at 2 o'clock here at the Darien High School Oval. Want to thank them for coming out. Davis Depp, Riley Galoo, Miller Hackman, and our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. On the ground with it. Kennedy hustling his way into the box. Still up with it. Over to Whitaker. The shot. He scores! Bobby Whitaker puts Darien up 2-0. A beautiful pass, and Whitaker beats the goalie Clymer, and Darien is soaring.
Again, the goalie is not communicating. He's allowing Darien to get into the box. I thought there might have also been a push PK, but the experienced referee waved that off because Darien maintained possession.
And no, it looks like they do take it off the board. So a big call in that one. And just like that, it's still 1-0. And you said you saw that, Tim?
I was watching one of the Kennedys. Got pushed from the back and tripped in the box. I was looking for a call from the ref. I didn't see the actual, what the problem was with the goal. At halftime, I'll talk with the ref and find out why he called it back.
See if our replay got it here. Looks like Kennedy lost it there. Had to have been against Kennedy for pushing his way into the box because it was a clean pass off to Whitaker. But nonetheless, 1-0 our score remains. This one booted all the way down in the box. Clymer will come out, and he'll grab it. Elijah Clymer making another big one right there. As this Darien High School oval field fills up with students. Of course, the boys team, one of two Darien soccer teams to make the state tournament. Tomorrow, the girls will get their shot at West Haven in the CIAC Class Double-L first round. That game can be seen on DAF Media, 2 o'clock tomorrow. So a good way to spend your election day, playing some state playoff girls soccer. Sanctus is going to watch this one in the corner, be knocked up on it. Good pass to Catanzaro. Tripped up by Parwell, no call. Great stop by Gaurav.
No, that was technique paid for on Darien's side there. The tackle was really nice.
That one over to Sarwar. Short pass to Whitaker. That keeps the momentum with Kennedy. Whitaker tripped up, knocked down, no call.
He said to get up, and that's a good call. Good non-call, rather.
Whitaker falling to the ground on a no call by the officials. And now Comey's going to send this one looking for Kennedy. Knocked out of play.
The wind that we do have is blowing straight across the field, so it doesn't favor either team.
Throw into Kennedy. And he's actually going to give it out to Nudwani for the throw-in. Throws this one into the box. Knocked away by Drudy. Catanzaro is going to try to keep it. He's being guarded by Comey. Makes a nice move. Keeps with it. Sends this one off cross field. Trying to track it down is Gildner.
Nice through ball.
And he can't get there. Would have been a nice move if Catanzaro could have kept it in play, but Gildner not able to get there. And just like that, it's a goal kick to Bronca.
Nice head flip there.
Kennedy loses that one in the midfield. This will be Roberts. He's tripped up. Foul called against the Wave.
You know, he's saying, play on.
18:20 left in this opening half. Sent it in the box, overshooting his receiver in Sarwar.
They're looking for a ball. They're gonna.
And the Conard sideline looking for an explanation. And we're under first-year head coach Rebecca Lewis. She was hired in July to lead this Red Wolves squad. First female head coach in Conard soccer history. She's doing a great job with this Red Wolves team. Not the only change that Conard had from year to year, the change of their mascot as well. The Conard Chieftains is no more. Now the Conard Red Wolves, as they're known. Definitely took some time to get used to, but both Conard and Hall undergoing the identity change. Now the Hull Titans as well. Kennedy staying with it. In the corner, knocked out of play. Possession staying with the Wave. Nidwadi on the throw-in. Gives it the run-up, throws it in. Into the box with it, was looking for Petty, knocked away by Sosa. Peg. Looking for DeSanctis.
Nice idea.
Can't get there.
Very similar to what Conard was just doing on coming down the right side, crossing it back over to the left. Peg did the same, from the left to the right.
Unable to keep that one in, and now it will be a free kick to the Conard Red Wolves. Again, the winner of this match keeps their season alive. They will play Wednesday in the second round of the tournament. The loser, their season unfortunately comes to an end. So a lot at stake here at Darien High School. Of course, Conard looking to pull up the upset. Darien looking to just take care of business and potentially go to number 6 South Windsor on Wednesday. Or Harding. If it was Harding, that game would be here on Wednesday. But a match that the Bobcats have really dominated all season, 12-2-2, and the Presidents under 500, sneaking in at 27. So probably should go in favor of the Bobcats, as Roderick will lose that one. But Tim, you never know in these playoff soccer matches.
No, there's always a surprise.
Conard slowing it down. Short pass overshoots Roberts and goes to the foot of Bronca. Of course, what would be really interesting is if Darien could win that second round match, they would be in line to take on number 3 Norwalk in the quarterfinals, potentially at Testa Field in a rematch of the FCIAC semifinals, which you got to assume Darien would be fired up for, a team they lost to in the regular season, beat in the FCIAC semifinals. But again, that's way in the future, potentially this weekend.
Oh, I guarantee you Norwalk would love to play Darien again.
I think they both would be hungry for that one, and a Bears team that was their first and only loss on the season coming to Darien. Other than that, the 14-1-3 season for the Bears. Here's DeSanctis. Looking to shoot it down to Capone. And it's actually Kennedy coming out and knocked away by Clymer.
Yeah, Clymer had to do that because he had nowhere. It was just outside the box, so he couldn't grab it and kick it. So, did the smart thing.
For Darien, they're going to bring Kai Sparks and Cameron Moyers back on in the places of DeSanctis and Petty. And Tim, already Darien is digging into their bench more than they did in that FCIAC quarterfinal match we saw, where head coach John Bradley wrote his starting 11 for pretty much the entire match.
I think he wants to give these guys a little bit of a breather. And I mean, we're, what, 25 minutes into this.
And of course, that is a big difference. That FCIAC quarterfinal game, Darien didn't really have a lead until late in the first quarter, or late in the first half, rather. Here, Darien got the lead 30 seconds in, thanks to the goal from Trey DeSanctis. So you can have more room to test some stuff out, and now Conard needs to play from behind. Good pass from Sosa. Over to Roberts. Just overshooting Sarwar. Midfield keeping the progress going, Roderick. That one staying with Darien. Here's Kai Sparks on the, oh, he's actually going to turn it over to Dwadi. Jeff, the senior for Darien. Strong throw-in, looking to get it to Kennedy. And coming out to field, the ground ball is Clymer. And you can just hear that Conard bench. They are trying to speed the play up. Head coach Becca Lewis trying to fire her team up. Moyers over to Sparks. 2 underclassmen, or 2 non-seniors for Darien, rather. Ooh, off of John Bradley's chair. And again, you can just see the difference in coaching styles out there by head coach Becca Lewis and Darien's head coach John Bradley. Bradley not really getting out of the chair much, and Becca Lewis really getting vocal with her Red Wolves squad.
She grew up with soccer, knows it cold, so from that same area.
He's probably even a little bit more than that. Played at Hall High School, went on, played in the NCAA tournament 5 years, 4 with Ithaca and 1 with Central Connecticut State. So if you're looking for someone that knows the game of soccer, it doesn't get much better than Rebecca Lewis.
No, that's high quality.
Of course, taking over for the absence of the job here. That good through ball finds its way to Catanzaro. Catanzaro fighting with it, takes the shot, and that one is
off the truck.
It's going off the truck. I think it
Yep.
hit off the tree. Just missed the DAF mobile. And Bronco will get the goal kick, an opportunity for Catanzaro. And Roberts will trot off the field. He'll be substituted.
It was a nice play by Conard, though, with the head flip right to their players.
Short pass finds its way to Sarwar.
West Hartford junior soccer is very similar to Darien.
Push on that one, no call. Conard thought they had something. Now it's Whitaker trying to box out. Gets it to Comey. He'll be tripped up.
There's a foul. He might. Yeah, the parents are having difficulty understanding what's going on with the game.
As you were saying, the junior programs, the big difference, of course, Darien, only 1 high school in town. As for West Hartford, they split it among Conard and Hall, so not all those talented soccer players go to the Red Wolves.
But anytime you got West Hartford in the draw for State Cup for the kids, the juniors, you knew you had a tough team to play.
Catanzaro now. Slide tackle by Comey. Catanzaro's trying to fight with it. Knocked up this time by Nudwadi.
All right, free kick Conard from about 20 yards out.
Great job by Jeff to defend that box, not let anything in. Free kick just outside the box. This is in range for Conard if they want to go for the goal.
Oh, they're definitely going to. I can't see them not taking a shot on it. Depends on how Bronco sets up the wall here. He's got 4 guys.
Anthony Catanzaro.
Yeah, he's using the wall to block out the right side of the goal.
Catanzaro fakes it out, and the attempt there. This one will be knocked away. The fake over to Sosa. What a stop by Darien. Catanzaro, a striker for this Conard team. Wouldn't be shocked if he took it. Instead, they give it to Gabriel Sosa.
Nice setup by Conard in execution, and really nice defending by the Darien team.
Whistle is blown, giving it to the Wave.
Yeah, he's the refs are letting the players. He's talking to both players.
1-0, Darien leads Conard. A goal 30 seconds in from Trey DeSanctis is all we've seen. Whitaker did put one in the back of the net, but the referees called it back.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to dig into that one because I saw a foul, but I thought it was on Darien.
Oh, Kennedy definitely got knocked to the ground on it. That one off of Kennedy. Possession staying with the Red Wolves. Air horn signaling. DeSanctis is going to come back in. So will Stephen Mack. Kai Sparks and Sarwar respectively checking out. Havana also coming in for Darien, number 6. Big boot from Whitaker, looking for DeSanctis, fresh off the bench. Time is Gildner. Keeping the ball moving to Mack. Nice move and tripped up by Moyers. Possession staying with the Red Wolves.
That's an easy call, but good defending. Slow him down.
About 7 minutes left before the half between Darien and Conard. Red Wolves have really played this evenly matched ever since that first goal from Darien. Sends this one into the box. It's up. Branca's going to watch it as it soars out. Tommy Branca just using the veteran experience on that one. His 4th year on this varsity team. He made 5 saves in the CIAC loss to Trumbull. But definitely a veteran goalkeeper. One of those stops being on a penalty kick.
I certainly hope this doesn't go to PKs because it's
they're well on it.
Brutal way to win or lose a game.
Remember last year Darien played that quarterfinal in the CIAC against Richfield going to the penalty kicks, and the Richfield Tigers got the best of Darien. I think that was the last time they played a match that went into penalty. Actually, they went Xavier in penalty kicks last season in the state tournament. They fell to the Falcons, who I believe were the ultimate champions of boys soccer last year. Conard keeping the possession on. Shot on net, stopped by Branca.
Nice save, nice technique.
Big stop by Tommy Branca. You take another look at it. And just like that, Tommy Branca making his second save of the match.
Yeah, you could see when Conard got the ball, he wanted to get it over to his right foot at the top of the box, and you know, Tommy was able to read that perfectly.
Catanzaro will take the corner kick for Conard.
They're making it really hard for Branca to be in.
Catanzaro sends it into the box. It's up, headed just wide.
That'll be a goal. Wait, he made the wrong. In my opinion, the ref made the wrong call. I thought it was off the Conard player's head.
Capone went up and headed it, but the referee must have saw a second touch.
I didn't. But again, we're 70 yards off the play.
Now Sosa will trot over in the corner. Red Wolves have had the opportunities for sure on these corner kicks. Not able to convert yet. Here's Sosa.
That referee is right in the
It's up, and oh!
Tapped it over. Goal kick.
Just over. I couldn't tell if that was Branca grabbing the crossbar or the ball.
Yeah, the ball was out of play when he did tap it over. I don't know whether he tapped it out. If he did, it'd be another corner, but
I think he just missed it then, watched it as it went out. Nonetheless, the ball goes to Darien, the goal kick awarded. Shadow is still protecting that side of the net, and the glaring sun on the left side still going strong. Parwall coming away with it. Making some nice moves. Garov's going to get it out to Whitaker.
Really nice play there by Darien.
Here's Peg with the windup. Looks to send this into the box. And
Goalie.
DeSanctis, the shot. And off the side of the net, Trey had the opportunity in disbelief. Was looking again at a second to his name.
Corner kick. First one for Darien.
You take another look at it. Off the deflection of Clymer. And the corner kick awarded to Darien. Bobby Whitaker will trot over. So I guess the referee said it hit off of Clymer.
Yeah, these refs aren't going to miss much.
Here's Bobby Whitaker in the corner.
He's talking to...
Owen Comey about something. Comey trying to shield out Clymer.
Yeah, you're supposed to put somebody in front of the goalie to make it more
Line
difficult.
drive, low lining, knocked away. And it was almost like the referee was signaling something with his hands that Comey was doing that he did not like. Kyle Baera, number 2, newly into the match for Darien.
You're allowed by the rules to raise your hand up. Just obviously can't use them. But it's he's there for a reason, to make the goalie as difficult as possible for, to get to the ball on the cross.
And it was interesting because the referee definitely told Comey to put the hands down, and he did. Not sure what the rationale was behind it.
I'm going to find out.
Tim Blake, the man of many traits, one of which being getting the inside information from our referees. Boxing him out. Brown trying to get there.
Push from behind.
Here's Trevor Pegg now. Great kick from Trevor. He'll get it across the midfield. Out to Kennedy. He misses on it. Through ball sends its way over to Catanzaro.
Yeah, he wants to get to that right foot again.
Tripped up by Baera. And now to Duarte.
Smart play, Darien. Have just about a minute left. You just don't want to give up any mistakes here.
Whitaker. Bobby Whitaker still up.
Using that speed.
Whitaker faking it out over to Sanctus. Shots up by Clymer.
Nice pressure.
Clymer making his 3rd stop of the match. And just like that, we are under a minute remaining before the half between Darien and Conard.
Pegg's got the throw in for this setup here. Let's see.
Pegg throws this one into the box. Up to Kennedy, misses on it. This one cleared out into the midfields. Comey coming out of nowhere. Keeps it on the ground to Duarte. Great defense being played. That time was Balicelli.
That's okay. That should just about do it.
And time will tick away on it. That will do it for the first half. 1-0. Darien leads Conard on the DAF Media Network. Tim, what are your final thoughts here in this first half?
It's 2 evenly matched teams. Bad mistake on the part of Conard right off the bat. Darien will now have the same problem that goalie was having with looking into the sun as it's setting. So it's 2 evenly matched teams. It's a good game, fun to watch.
And what do you think Conard needs to do in this second half to try to come out here with a goal and try to tie this match up?
Their game plan is, although they haven't been able to convert, I don't know how many shots on goal. I don't think either team has that many shots on goal, but they've got a nice setup with that 4-3-3, and they've obviously played together like Darien has for a long time. Wouldn't be surprised if they had all met in the junior system, but I think they just need to keep taking their shots. I think their setup and their defense is very skilled. Looking for a good second half.
So Darien leads Conard 1-0 on the DAF Media Network. We're going to step aside for halftime and be right back with the second half in this state playoff contest between the Darien Blue Wave and the Conard Red Wolves.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation Board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field. Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the center oval and upper oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation Board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
Back on the DAF Media Network. Darien starting us off in this second half. We are underway. The team switched sides at the half. Darien still in their home blue and black jerseys. Now moving from left to right on your screen. Conard in their road white jerseys with the red numbering, moving from right to left. If you're just joining us, Braden Shank and Tim Blake with you. So glad you can be with us here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation, bringing you this live coverage of the 2022 CIAC Class Double-L first round between the Blue Wave and the Red Wolves. And at this point in the first half, Darien scored their first goal from Trey DeSanctis. Just 30 seconds into the match, Darien controlled the lead, and Conard's been playing behind ever since.
I spoke to the referees during the halftime. Two things went on that I had questions about. One was the disallowance of the second goal. I didn't see it, couldn't see it from this angle, but he was placed in an offside position, and the ref was there to see it. The other one was the conversation that he was having with the Darien player in front of the goalie. He went up and was very emphatic about
through ball, overshooting. Bronca comes out and grabs a overshooting Catanzaro.
He explained to the Darien player why he cannot do it. So that was what that conversation was.
And a well-officialed match so far this afternoon, keeping everyone safe, keeping the regulations in play as this one's now headed out. Was looking for Whitaker, will be intercepted by Gildner. Kennedy on the ground, stopped by Clymer. Elijah Clymer, the junior goalkeeper, making his fourth stop of the match. Again, these teams met in the regular season during the FCIAC CCC showdown in Farmington. It was a tie 1-1, but the CCC won the showdown 5-4.
Well, you can see how clearly the both of these conferences are evenly matched.
I think I saw the stats somewhere. 8 out of the last 12 state champions have come from these two conferences.
Yep.
And thus is why they played each other mid-season and potentially might have another state champion from one of these two conferences. And it just shows you it's a good conference when a team like Conard goes 6-5-5 on the season and doesn't even make the conference tournament.
Yeah, it's
through ball on it. This one retreating back to Clymer. He'll kick it away out of play.
There's the conversation that the goalie should have had in the opening minute.
Miles Lefkowitz will check in for Darien. Head coach John Bradley substituting the sophomore in the place of James Kennedy. So Bradley's going to give some experience to a younger sophomore who potentially is the future of this Darien team. Throwing off the head of Kennedy. On net, knocked away by Capone.
I know it's a small thing, but the refs have switched positions so that the ref on the near side now will not be looking into the sun.
Once again, that's Capone knocking it to the midfield. Catanzaro. Short pass finds its way to Drudy. Petty now. Along the near side, finds it to DeSanctis. He's tripped up and loses it. Whistle called, possession going to Darien. Referee saying he's had enough from number 13, Colin Schramgauer. Owen Comey, the free kick.
Basically telling the players to keep the arms down.
Free kick, sends this one just left. Knocks back out. Comey once again going to keep the pressure up. Floats this one up. Clymer comes out, makes the stop.
Nice play by Darien there.
Clymer punts it out to the midfield off of Petty. Whitaker losing it to Catanzaro. Roderick coming out of nowhere. Here's Catanzaro looking to make the magic. Roderick.
Is he playing some solid back?
Again, Roderick was the MVP of the Conard regular season match for his efforts. And once again, having a nice afternoon here at Darien High School.
Yeah, he is very comfortable on that right back position.
Whistle called, ball going to Darien. Again, the winner of this match playing in Wednesday's second round matchup against the winner of South Windsor and Harding. That game should have just started at South Windsor between the Bobcats and the Presidents.
He's asking for 10 yards and wait for the whistle.
Jack Petty. Petty, the free kick into the box, looking for the finishing touch. Comey, he can't get there. DeSanctis, Clymer makes the stop.
Nice shot by DeSanctis.
Trey scored 30 seconds in, was looking at another to his name. That time, Clymer's there to make the stop for his 6th. And that one knocked away. Comey kicking that as far as he could. Throwing awarded to the Red Wolves on the ground to Brown.
They're looking to get a corner kick out of this.
That one knocked away by Parwall, the defender coming out, making the defensive stop. Whitaker looking to get it to Petty. Instead, we'll get it over to Carney. John Carney, the senior, turning varsity player.
Nice job.
Moyers is looking for Kennedy. Matthew Kennedy.
Trying to get it to that foot. There it is.
Kennedy just wide. Thought he had DeSanctis, but instead sends the shot himself.
No, it was a good decision. He saw the shot. Got it with his left foot, stronger foot. And goalies don't like hard shots from 12 yards out.
This one out into the midfields. Throw in by Pegg. Goal kick awarded to Clymer.
Another thing that I noticed in the first half, Conard had 6 corner kicks, so Darien was limited to 1. Tells you a little something about the defense.
Hey, tough sun, Colin. Tough sun.
This one out into the midfield on it. Again, the sun glaring on the left side of the field. The right side has some shade covering it. That was the goal that Clymer was defending in the first half. Gave up the goal 30 seconds in. Broncos looking to keep the shutout alive. But he's still got to go another 31 minutes. It's the third time these teams are meeting in the CIAC playoffs, a meeting in 2016 in the first round and a meeting in 2015 in the second round, both won by Darien. So the all-time history, Darien 2-0-1 against the Red Wolves. Conard not able to beat Darien in the program history. And looking at those matches, most of them high scoring with the exception of this year's regular season, 3-1 and 4-2. The scores of the 2 state playoff matches. All 2 of the 3 being played at Darien. Of course, that one in the regular season at Farmington. Out in the midfield. This time it's grabbed by Capone. Capone gets it to Brown. He'll be tripped up. Referee there makes the call. Capone is down, and that is not good. Slow to get up, but Brown, Jason Brown, gets right back up, number 21. And that will be the kick just outside the box. Opportunity for the Red Wolves here, and Anthony Catanzaro.
This is a very difficult angle for the defense to set up. They're bringing everybody back, so it's man on man. With the exception, obviously, of the 2-man wall.
30-20, the clock stopped. And it will resume here as
He's having a little...
Catanzaro sends this one. And the ball is loose in front of the cage. Branca, he can't get there. It rolls just wide of the net. The ball was loose, and Branca watched as it missed by inches. Conard will get another attempt, but Catanzaro, the best look for the Red Wolves this afternoon.
See, they're trying to sandwich Branca on that goalie line.
And Brown and...
That's what I thought. The refs are going in to talk to these players about the pushing, and you can't hold the arms up.
Brown and Dreedy doing just that. And now the referee's going to use the hands once again.
Yeah, he's explaining to the players, you cannot do that.
Both fan bases a little questioning this decision. It's now the second time the referees had to talk to both sides now about it.
They're keenly aware of it. They mentioned that to me during our little talk at halftime.
Catanzaro sends this one up. Branca comes out, punches it away. Great stop by Tommy, and now Conard's looking to get back on the offense. Petty's going to get it to the midfields. Lefkowitz.
Nicely done by him.
On the smaller side, still tries to get it in. Just a sophomore for Darien. One of 8 sophomores on this year's squad. Peg fighting past Brown. Falls to the ground on it. Foul called against the Red Wolves. Peg will get the free kick at the midfield. Strong kick from Peg. Headed away by Carney.
All right, Tony. Come on, Sammy. Let's go, Sammy. Come on. Get in there, Pat. Good job.
This one. Oh. Thought you had that for a second, Tim. Great catch by our camera operator, Miller Hackman, grabbing it off a bounce. And I think he still had the hand on the camera, too, so great agility from Miller Hackman on that one. You could just hear the crowd roaring for him after that catch. Probably not why they were roaring, but still a great catch by Miller Hackman. And Tim, I'm disappointed. I thought you had that for a second.
I did. I got my hand on it. I'm an ex-goalie.
Throws it into Roberts. He makes a nice move. Short pass.
Nice vision there, but
Dreedy.
switch the field. Nicely done. Nicely defended here.
This one, short pass, was looking to finish it to Catanzaro. Knocked away by Parwall. DeSanctis.
See, the problem with the two-man refereeing, it's going to be really hard for them to keep up on the offsides.
Going over to the Darien wall of a bench. And now Roderick to throw in. Oh, they'll send the ball boy on it. Which, that's the other thing I'm confused on. This match starting at 2 o'clock, but yet they still got 6 ball boys out here today. That one knocked away.
Yeah, I guess they got early release from school.
They must have. Assume they're from the Darien Youth Soccer Association. These kids probably were celebrities at school today, getting out at 2 o'clock, telling all their friends they're going to the high school to be a ball boy for a state playoff match. Stephen Mack throws this one in. Peg 1 foot, keeps it up to Moyers.
Pushing back from the back, referee right on it. Did the kids have school tomorrow? Are there classes during because it's election day?
Nope. Darien High School has the day off tomorrow, used for polling places, but that also does not stop the Darien girls soccer team from playing tomorrow. They'll take on West Haven in their state playoff match, 2 o'clock back here at Darien High School. So go out and vote and then come support the Wave against the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the girls again. I haven't seen them in a few weeks, and Lee's done a remarkable job in that program.
If I remember correctly, I think we called their last match against Fairfield Ward, me and you.
Yes, we did.
They did not make the FCIAC tournament, but looking to rebound in the States against the 17th seeded West Haven Blue Devils. Give and go from Roberts.
Nice step over move there, intercepted by Darien. Nicely done.
Dreedy, he's going to try to keep with it. Sosa fighting for it. Kennedy spin move gets it. Scrum in the middle on it.
Letting him play on. He's going to get it to his left foot.
And that one cleared out by number 6, John Carney.
Again, avoiding the corner kick.
So heads up defense by this Red Wolves squad. A team that won 6 matches in the regular season, struggled with their CCC conference schedule. Most recently coming in today with a 2-match losing streak against Windsor and Hull, giving up 6 goals combined in those 2 matches.
For Darien, they've only got 4 people in the box, which is a bit surprising.
This one sent up by Comey. Clymer comes out, makes the stop. And I'm looking at this Conard schedule right now. Early in September, they took on the New Britain Golden Hurricanes, took them down 7-3. Bringing back some memories to when Darien took them down in last year's first-round matchup, the last time Darien played in the state tournament a year ago. We talked about it already as Mack will lose this one into Sanctus. The 2-man rush. Trey can't get the good pass on it, loses it to Clymer. Punting it out to the midfield now. Headed by Roderick.
Boy, he's playing a solid game.
Comey's going to kick this one out to the bench. Now the throw in to Policelli. Whitaker, he's going to lose it. Policelli, the junior, keeping the pressure on, and Whitaker fights right through. Bobby now losing this one, and it's going to roll back in favor, knocked away. Out of play, possession. Going to Darien.
Conard seems to be getting a little bit frustrated here. What a throw-in.
Throwing Kennedy, looking to keep it in, fighting it off with Capone. Big punt from Sosa. And this is a Conard team that, this was on
There's
the ground,
a goal.
and it's in!
What a beauty.
Darien scoring, turning it the other way, and some hugs from the Blue Wave. They go up 2-0. You take another look at it. Ball knocked up, headed by Moyers, finished by Kennedy for the Blue Wave score.
As we have a second here, I just want to remind everybody the alumni game will be played versus the Varsity on November 26th at noon. And if you've played any soccer in Darien, whether it just be in 8th grade or whatever, or played at the high school, we'd love to see you come on out and play this year's varsity team.
Big goal from Kennedy on that one. And you mentioned the alumni game, the tight community that Darien has when it comes to their soccer team.
Yeah, this will be our 20th game, 20th season.
But a big goal from Matthew Kennedy.
Oh, corner kick. Second one for Darien.
And it was a good head from Moyers on that one.
Yeah, excellent. Conard made the mistake of trying to clear it and miskicked it and put it right smack in the middle, right where you didn't want it. Darien took it down and did a nice job.
And now Conard needs some offense in them, the 2-man insert here. Here's Petty sending this one on net, knocked away, but Conard.
That goalie better start talking to his defenders.
Red Wolves only a couple shots in this match. It's really been all Clymer trying to keep Conard into it. Which at some point it's going to get broken, and Darien's done exactly that. 2 goals they've been able to score. Throw in by Kennedy. Clymer headed and just wide of the cage.
That's the goalie again.
Referee not awarding the corner despite Darien's efforts.
He just wagged his finger and said, no. It's a goal kick, guys.
But a Darien team that scored the second, and they have all the momentum now in their favor. Into the midfield with it. Headed away by Whitaker.
Flipped it.
Kennedy. To Kennedy, to DeSanctis. One-on-one, Clymer makes the stop.
And he tried to flip it over and just missed it, but a nice play by Darien again, setting it up nicely from the back.
Darien had the nice sequence. It was DeSanctis looking to finish. Now Moyers right back to DeSanctis.
So the wind has shifted as well, so Darien has the wind behind him, which is be problematic for Conard if they try to do those long through balls.
Paulicelli gets in the way of it. The referee says otherwise. Just like that, free kick awarded to Bobby Whitaker. Whitaker has the range. Here he is. Runs it up, kicks this one. It's up and just over the cage. Clymer made the attempt. Whitaker put a little too much on it.
Nice effort. Good idea.
Conard needing something here to keep the offense in this match, keep their season alive. The 22nd seed, trailing by 2 to Darien. Comey heading it. This one kept by Moyers. Whitaker. Now we see Schrumgauer.
Conard just trying to do the give and go, but Darien is just swarming on these players.
Parwall right there to stop him. Petty fighting through. Darien to Whitaker looking to get into the box. DeSanctis, he's tripped up. Knocked to the ground.
Nice work, Darien, but nice defending by Conard.
Parwall.
Well, I'll tell you what, Darien's left and right backs are solid.
Gets it over to Pegg. Trevor Pegg now. Pegg sends it up, stopped by Clymer.
That's nice technique and form by the goalie from Conard.
Conard looking to get the quick start on it, headed away by Schrumgauer. Catazano now. Knocked away by Roderick. Once again, Ryan getting in the middle of it. Darien looking to get it to DeSanctis, but overcomes Clymer for the stop.
See, there's Darien right on the player again.
Streety.
And their strikers are coming back to help them, too. There it is.
DeSanctis looking downfield to Kennedy. Knocked away by Capone. Sosa. Short over to Gildner. Intercepted by Pegg.
See, that left back, that right back have really done a solid, really solid game.
Makes all the difference in these matches.
Oh, yeah.
This one sent down from Schrumgauer. Bronca comes out quite a ways and makes the stop.
That's the communication these players have had with each other playing throughout the years.
Tommy Bronco once again making the stop on that one. He'll now punt it to the midfield. Moyers keeping the progress, looking at DeSanctis, knocked away by Mack. Here's Carney. Pegg is going to get in the middle of it. Nearing the end of this one between Darien and Conard. A little over 16 minutes left between the Wave and the Wolves. Again, the winner of this match keeping their season alive. They'll play Wednesday against either South Windsor or Harding. The loser, their season unfortunately comes to an end. Looking to go in the box, and the ball is knocked loose. Roberts! Pass over to the defense of Roderick, knocks it away. Roberts had a look as Bronco left the cage wide open.
Pretty sloppy by Darien, surprising.
The Red Wolves not able to convert. And that was one that could have been catastrophic as Bronca came out looking for the stop, couldn't quite get it. And all Roberts had to do was send the ball on net.
He was trying to tee it up. All he had to do was essentially toe it in.
From Gower, short pass to Roberts. Comey gets in the middle of it. Nice spin move from Owen. He'll stay with the possession. Looking downfield to DeSanctis. Playing box out defense is Mack. And he'll get it back out to the midfield.
Good defending by Conard. Smart play, let everybody else get back. But I'm also surprised that Conard isn't trying to send more men up.
And Conard gonna try something new, gonna bring some more subs out in this match. Number 3, Danis checking in, as well as number 12, Pun.
That's as good as a corner, and good.
Peg just wide of the cage.
Glad to see it. The left back was up there to clean that shot up. Nicely done.
DeWash, Pun, Ben Danis, 2 seniors for this Red Wolves team. Head coach Becca Lewis bringing them in, trying to get a late spark against the Wave. Kick out into the midfield. Petty goes up, keeps the progress. Looking this time to Catanzaro.
Yeah, I'd like.
Petty.
That wasn't the intention, but it worked.
Petty, the shot, stopped by Clymer. Make it an even 10 saves for Elijah Clymer, rather. Clymer, the returning varsity player, played behind Ben Hammond most of this season.
Yeah, the stopper, and the he's doing a nice job stepping up and intercepting that pass to the center forward.
Get a goal. Come on, boys.
Rolling by Roderick, finds its short way to DeSanctis.
It's okay. Keep it up, Colin. Keep it up, Connor.
Darien, the 2-0 lead over Conard. Sparks is going to come into play, so will Gaglick. Comey, the captain for Darien. Throw it in. As well as number 29 checking in for Darien, Aiden Smith, the sophomore. Darren's starting to get some of these younger guys some playing time, even though I don't think
it's a little. I think it's a little too early for that. There must be some other reason.
And actually, I'm looking over on the sideline. James Kennedy appears to be checked out by the trainer. That might be why Smith is seeing the time. And I'm looking over at Smith's jersey. It looks like the 29 is missing from the front of his jersey.
Well, that's not a rules violation, so you don't have to worry about that.
It just looks a little funny from the outside looking in on it, though. Nonetheless, though, that ball goes out. And how is that not a rules violation, that one jersey doesn't match the other?
I thought you were saying that he only has a number on his back.
Well, the number is just missing from the front.
Well, that doesn't, as long as he has an identifiable, it can be identified by a number, it's technically it's a correct shirt. Allowable, I guess, better word.
Can't say that I knew that, and now Peg will throw it in. I mean, he's still out there, a sophomore, getting time in the state playoff match. Throws this one on the cage, and that one will go out.
Wow. Corner number 3. Take your time, Darien.
Conard going to bring the extra weapons on to defend the corner kick, as it will be Jack Petty in the corner.
They're bringing their tallest player up to stand in front of the goalie. That's what he's putting his arms up again.
Here's Petty. That one knocked away by the defensive legs of Mack. Ball staying with Petty. Can he get another one in this box? He'll look to try.
Nice.
Off the head and just high of the cage.
Good idea by putting that height back there.
This one in the midfield. Peg will go up. And Smith will come out. In the place comes number 16, Nils Tillman, the senior. Tillman, the transfer from Sweden. We'll see some time for head coach John Bradley. At this point, John's just platooning some guys in there as Kennedy still appears to be out. Under 10 minutes now. Conard needs some offense if they want to try to stage a comeback. Kennedy's got the jacket on, so he appears to be done for the day. Why risk it? And now here's Trevor Pegg in the corner.
Yeah, Darien's putting the height in the box.
Pegg into the box. Off the head of Kennedy, and it will just go wide.
That's a goal kick. Conard's doing a nice job defending it, but Darien has really done a nice job with those corner kicks, albeit very rare.
Kennedy over there knocks it away to Capone. Here's the Red Wolves looking to get the offense. Through ball to Catanzaro. Catanzaro trying to keep his progress. Parwall knocks it away. Corner kick to the Red Wolves.
Nice moves by the Conard player, but really, again, not surprising. The Darien defense is doing a nice job. Now, Conard's doing what Darien was just doing, putting a really tall player on Bronca.
Conard's had the opportunities all match. Sends this one. Floater into the box. Bronca comes out and corrals it. Tommy Bronca has been flawless for Darien. Had that one miscue, but Conard was not able to convert. And just like that, 8 minutes to go, Darien holds the 2-0 lead. Braden Shank and Tim Blake with you. So glad you can be with us on the DAF Media Network.
Nice
Nils
move.
Tillman.
He's got it on his foot.
Tillman on the ground, and he scores! Nils Tillman puts Darien up 3-0. A beautiful goal, and Darien is capping this one off.
Yeah, John will now start to empty the bench and bring in some players for let them get the field experience in the States. It's Conard's not playing to it. I know it's 3-0, but it's still they're a very talented team.
The transfer student from Sweden comes up clutch for Darien. Every one of his teammates congratulates him. His, I believe, first goal of the season. And Darien goes up 3-0. Conard really needs some offense now. This one goes out of play. And Tim, what is going through the mind of Conard right now?
They're angry.
I'm just going to leave it at that. Very brief, very brief, straight to the point. I like it.
Yeah, they're a little frustrated. I mean, the Darien defense, the back line is the MVP in my mind of this team this year. I mean, this particular game, they're playing very solid.
Another corner kick knocked out into the midfield. This Darien defense has not given up anything to Conard.
I like the idea in the last 10 minutes where John's really, put some height into it, which is very advantageous, both in the back and the strikers. Now,
Kennedy on the far wing. Kennedy on the ground. Knocked away by the Red Wolves.
Again, they have 3 strikers and nobody there to really help them. Conard, it's going to be tough to break down that defense.
Nice move on that one. Looking to get it in the box. Parwall. Pressure being kept on. Hustle forward. Trimgauer looking for the centering pass. Unable to get it. Mack fighting through. Stephen Mack. Moyer's going to grab possession. Here's Jules Capone. Now Schrimgauer.
Yeah, he's a solid player there. He took full control of that ball and brought it down.
Schrimgauer, the junior,
And
for Conard.
here's the sun going right into Bronca's eyes up from this corner.
This one now, right to Branca. He makes the stop. Tommy Branca continuing to excel in that cage for Darien. His 5th save of the match.
Tough introduction to the season for the coach from Conard.
Conard team that went 7-7-2 a season ago. This year returning to the state playoffs. Last year they did get out of the first round. They upset the 11 seed last year as the 22 seed. This one out, the through ball. He'll be tripped up, knocked away by Peg. But last year Conard was the 22 seed in the tournament. Made it to the second round. They fell to Staples 1-0. And it looks
Again,
like
these two conferences are, they might have 6-6 records, but they're playing in the two toughest conferences, and they beat up on each other. They play somebody from the non-conference section, the southeastern side or whatever. Both of these teams will do very well.
I mean, you look at the Class AA tournament, number 1 seed Trumbull from the FCIAC, number 2 seeded Hull from the CCC, number 3 seeded Norwalk from the FCIAC, Glastonbury, Shelton. The CCC and the FCIAC are the two powerhouses when it comes to boys soccer in the state of Connecticut. And there's a chance we could see a Trumbull Norwalk or Trumbull Hull final as that one is on the ground. Branca will grab it. And partially due to size of the conferences, but the skill also that these two conferences hold.
Yeah, it starts in the junior, Connecticut junior soccer, and it's the same thing going into the states. Their cup matches. You'll see the same groups: the West Hartfields, the Farmingtons, this up and down 91.
Throw into this one, was looking to get it to Petty. Under 4 minutes now. Again, the winner meets the winner of South Windsor or Harding in Wednesday's semifinal. That match will be at 2 o'clock. It will be at South Windsor if Windsor wins, but if Harding wins, it will be at Darien or at Conard. So there's a chance Darien could be hosting another second-round matchup here on Wednesday, but they need the Harding Presidents to pull up the upset against South Windsor. That one knocked away. And again, a South Windsor Bobcat team that has only lost 2 matches all season. So Darien will look to go pull up the upset, potentially at South Windsor.
Yeah, but that conference that they're in is,
Good job, Tony. Good job.
not nearly as competitive as
Let's go, Connor.
Fairfield County and the.
And that's why it would be interesting if Darien pulled up the upset, then would potentially take on Norwalk in the quarterfinals at Testa Field. And it would be in line Hull in the semifinals, so Darien might have to go through 2 West Hartford teams if they make a run in this year's state tournament. 2015 was the only time Darien has made it to the state championship, and they fell to Glastonbury. That was also the last time they made it to an FCIAC championship until this year. So if Darien can continue that, or at least repeat some of that 2015 magic, they might be finding themselves over at Trinity Health Stadium in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I was at those games. Again, Glastonbury, right up 91. It's a very solid junior system.
And the Guardians, another team that has been so dominant for so long, in 12-1-3 their record this season. As Ndwadi will get the touch, 2 minutes left to play. And the chances are slimming by the second by Conard. They need some offense, if not really have the shots as of late, but that can all change with one shot. Here's Narula. He loses it to Branca. Narula Jr., he'll be back for Conard in a Red Wolves team that will lose 12 seniors. Team that very heavy on the upperclassmen. They'll return 10 juniors next year, but a year that Conard was looking to make a run, and it's appearing they're going to come up just short. Especially a bummer for Conard that they took about the hour-and-a-half journey down I-95, 70 miles to be exact, from Conard High School to Darien High School. But the Blue Wave just outpower the Red Wolves. Sparks going to come out, but Clymer's going to knock it away. High Sparks with the throw-in.
All the players on Conard are sitting on the bench, and all the Darien players are standing.
First time that the Darien bench got up all match. They were sitting, roles were reversed for most of the match. And for Conard, they're going to look to rebuild going into next year, try to come back stronger in the CCC. And Darien, they will now set their sights on either South Windsor or Harding on Wednesday. Thrown by Gardner.
There's a foul. If he's blowing his whistle, I don't know who can hear it. I can't.
And the clock will keep on ticking away. The fan starts the celebration. And 2-1. That will do it. Darien keeps on dancing. They take down Conard by the final score of 3-0 and will advance to Wednesday's state second round against either South Windsor or Harding. A big match by Darien. It was Trey DeSanctis setting the early authority, scoring just 30 seconds into the match, and then getting help from Kennedy and Tillman to cap off the 3-0 victory. Tim, what did you see this afternoon here at the Oval?
Well, I think the refs did a really good job. Conard is a very solid team. Their first goal was just luck for Darien, just unfortunate for Conard. The other two goals were well earned. My hat's off to the defense for Darien. You know, the left back, the right back, the stopper sweeper, and just the tenacity that Darien continues to show. They do not let the other team breathe.
A Conard team that experienced the bus drag, traveled 70 miles to Connecticut, a little over an hour and a half, gave up the goal in the first 30 seconds, but then it was Elijah Clymer who started to settle in, and the offense just couldn't get going for the Red Wolves. Catanzaro had some looks, but Tommy Branca was stellar, and Darien is staying in this state tournament. They will move to Wednesday's state second round rather. And Tim, what did you see on this Darien team? What worked for them? What didn't work? What do you think they need to change heading into Wednesday?
I don't think, well, I don't know anything about what team they'll be facing, right? But if they continue, this is what they've been doing, for the entire season, working that 4-4-2 system, sending the ball. Their defense is, when you have that rock-solid defense, it gives the strikers a lot of confidence, and that's what these seniors have.
So that's going to do it from us here at the Darien High School Oval. Again, once again, your final score, Darien 3, Conard 0. The Blue Wave advance to Wednesday's state second round and will take on South Windsor or Harding. Conard, their season comes to an end with today's loss. I'm going to give one final shout-out to our DAF Media production crew doing a great job bringing you all the sights and sounds in this one. Davis Depp, Riley Galoo, Miller Hackman, and our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. So for all of them, Tim Blake joined alongside me, saying so long from Darien High School. I've been Braden Shank. This has been a production of the DAF Media Network. The joint venture.
See you tomorrow.
The joint venture, the Darien Athletic Foundation and Darien Foundation. Tomorrow, Darien girls soccer against West Haven, 2 o'clock on the DAF Media Network. The girls will look to move in the second round. So a good way to spend your election day. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.